Yes. Yes, it is. The real Mekhi here at Mekhi Capital. You know, last night, it feels like I was the last one working. Feels like I went to bed after everyone else. This morning, I can see that I'm the first one up. I can see that I'm the one setting the pace. It's very important, especially right now, to be the pace setter. We all can see the world is going through a drastic change in very many aspects. Very many aspects. So it is up to you to really control the narrative. And in order to control the narrative, you have to control the pace. Speed is an ultimate factor. If you can do something twice as fast as someone else, doing the same exact thing the proper way, you'll see twice the results. It's that simple. If someone can only work 40 hours a week and you're working 80 hours a week, unless there's something wrong with you, you're going to see twice the results. If someone can only function off of 8, 9, 10 hours of sleep, and you can function off of 4, 5, 6 hours of sleep, you're going to see twice the results as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. When you don't allow the instant, I would say, successes and benefits to show themselves, like if you can be patient enough to not see that instant success, then you understand how important it is to continue having that same pace and building momentum. That's the thing. If $1 turns to $2, $2 turns to $4, eventually 500,000 will turn to $1 million. But you have to build yourself up to that point. You can't be like, hey, it's just $2 today, it's just $4 today. You have to understand what you're doing and what you're building towards. And you have to set that pace to get to where you're actually headed. It's up to you how long it'll take. You know, it may still take a while regardless, but it could take even longer if you don't wake up and do exactly what you have to do every day. Something that you're doing right now, you could be going even harder in that aspect. And if you go harder in that aspect, you'll realize you can go harder in other aspects as well. And when you start to really hone all that in together and really become that beast and unleash that animal within and truly set the pace, you'll see how many people really cannot keep up with the pace. You'll see that this success shit is really like, there's no coincidence to it at all. Regardless of how people got their success, at the end of the day, they had to be a pace setter. They had to outrun the competition in order to win the race. It's that simple. And that brings up a great point. Like with any long distance race, there's literally a pace setter in the race to set the pace for the race. Or else people literally might not be moving their asses. They might not be moving with intensity. They might be going too slow, or in some cases, they might even be going too fast. And the thing in our situation here is with this race is if you're going too fast and you happen to fail, that is perfect. Fail as much as you can, as fast as possible. Everything when it comes to this life is about speed. It is about speed. It's how far and how fast can you take your spiritual growth? How far and how fast can you take your finances? How far and how fast can you take your family from point A to point B to point C and ultimately give them the life they desire? But you have to be the pace setter. You can't be moving like the turtle or the fucking hare. Neither. You have to be moving faster. So that's the biggest thing. It's setting the pace, intensifying that speed, not being afraid to fail, because it's like, if you say all you had to do was fail 10 times and the 11th time doing whatever you're doing, you'll be successful in that area. If you take forever to fail 10 times, you'll take forever to be successful on that 11th try. It's that simple. So the faster you can fail, the faster you can make a mistake, and the faster you can get back on track, and the faster you can adjust, adapt, and create a new game plan, then the faster you'll see your success. But you have to be the pace setter in your life. You have to be the pace setter. And I promise you, when you begin to set the pace, you'll see like, wow, bro, people cannot keep up. And even if they wanted to keep up, they couldn't keep up. because this is literally for the 1% and even above that. But at least the 1% can set the pace. Then from there, it's a competition with the 1%. But if you want to be like the rest of the world, then this page is not for you. That's for me. Like I'll gain followers and I'll lose followers. I am so happy to lose as many followers as fast as fucking possible to just get them out of my algorithm. So that way we can implement a new algorithm where it's all real niggas coming in. Everybody's on the like mindset. Everybody's here ready to set the pace. I understand the faster I lose these fake ass followers, then the quicker I'll just have a community of real and loyal people around me. So even in that aspect, every single aspect, don't be scared to do anything fast. Don't be scared to do anything fast. Because at the end of the day, a good plan today is better than a perfect plan tomorrow. Because at the end of the day, the same reason why the plan's only good today is the same excuse you'll use for the plan only being good tomorrow as well. And I've been there many and plenty of times, especially coming from cold-hearted, all the hand sewing I was doing. I can only tell you how frustrating it is sometimes, to stumble or to be moving so fast hand sewing, you make a mistake and then you have to start over a whole section of that piece, or you have to make something not as perfect as it could be if you don't start all the way over. But at the end of the day, making those mistakes showed me, hey, next time I get to this point, I can still speed right past this. I know exactly what to do. But if I'm sitting here pussyfooting around, not really getting anything done, it doesn't help me. I don't really learn anything. So that's another thing. It's like, if you got to go to school for 4 years, cool. But if you can graduate in 2.5, 3 years, why wouldn't you do that? You have to be the pace setter. When you look at everyone around you, see what they're doing wrong and see what they're doing right. Apply what they're doing right and then advance on what they're doing wrong. Same thing I did in any job I've ever had, any workplace I've ever been in. I was the pace setter. I got in that motherfucker, started at the lowest level, got to the top very fast, every job. Then once I get to the top of that job, I move on to the next industry, the next field. I continue advancing, I continue growing. I'm moving fast. At certain points in time, did I make small mistakes here and there? Yes. Any big mistakes? Not really. In terms of work, but I was always the pace setter. I get in there, I see what people are doing right, I learn from that, I see what people are doing wrong, I'm like, bet, this is gonna make me stand out from them, and then I go and I set the pace. People wanna work 30 hours, 20 hours a week, I'm in there working 50 hours, 60 hours a week. And then there was literally a point in period in my life, I think I was like 23 at the time, I was working 100-hour weeks. I remember I was working those 100-hour weeks. It's not like I was making super fucking crazy money. Like, I was busting my ass 100-hour weeks and I wasn't even really getting no crazy money. But the thing is, I realized what I was doing. I realized that I was becoming a pace setter. I realized that I was going to be the guy that was going to continue to advance in life because nobody could keep up with the pace that I was setting. And that's where I'm at now. Like, you see these videos I'm dropping, I could drop 25 posts a day if I wanted to. I'm not going to drop 25 posts a day because it's no reason to do that. But I'm damn sure gonna get in here and I say there's no reason to do that because nobody should have time to look at 25 fucking posts on one person's fucking page a day. That's crazy. And I'm just way too busy in my aspects and with my life to even have time to sit there and have 25 different things set out for each day just to post on social media. But I say that to say this. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna hop on social media, post 2-3 times a day, at least 2 reels, get some posts going. YouTube, I'm gonna get some shorts going. I'm gonna get a YouTube video going. Each day, I'm gonna push that. Trading each day, building my business. I haven't been talking too much on the business I'm building this time around because I'm setting the pace. And when I see people that are on my level, that are matching my pace, I'll interact and communicate with them about that. But if you're not even keeping up with the pace, there's no reason for me to be even going that deep into that. So I just make these videos to remind myself about what I should be doing and where I'm headed. I make these videos so you can remind yourself what you're doing and where you should be headed. It's like that real nigga voice in the back of your head that you hear sometimes, but you don't really put the face to it, or you don't hear it externally. And that's what I'm here to do. Like I said, I'm not here to hold your hand and guide you through life. I'm not here to show you the ropes, essentially. I'm just here to keep it real with you, with how it works. As you can see, I'm up right now. You have not heard a sound outside of probably the freeway and the expressway. Nobody's up right now doing what I'm doing. I have not seen a single soul yet. Not a single soul. But that's how it works. I'm up, I'm setting the pace, and we're just getting the day started. We have plenty to do today, but we're just getting the day started. So that's what I'm about to go and do. Hope you're gonna go crush it today. If you're anything like me, I know you're gonna go crush it today. I'll see you on the other side. Stay consistent.